To round out the first half of the Team Quadrilla Marble League in Season 4, we will have a brand new event in funnel jumping. In this event, 2 marbles will descend down these ramps and launch themselves into the Quadrilla Funnels, as you can see, and the marble that goes to the hole in the center of the funnel first will get the win. It will be a bracket event in this event of funnel jumping, and it will be a very fast-paced event. The rounds are going to go by quickly. There'll be a lot to unpack in this very interesting new event. So we take a look at the standings. After event 7, the Red Lotus still have a healthy lead, 21 points over the Aquamarines, who jumped up into second with their gold medal in the gauntlet run. And it's the Golden Cheeses, Poison Ivy are hosts in fourth, and it's the Deep Divers. In the first heat, Red Lotus and Green Lotus, these two rivals, top 2 of last season with Water Lily and Cactus. One of them will be knocked out here by the other. We'll see who it is. Red Lotus jumps up and they will comfortably beat the Green Lotus. There you can see these rounds are really quick in funnel jumping. I think Red Lotus had a much more accurate jump, much more closer to that center hole. They didn't have to circle around for that much. Green Lotus had a lot to work with. 3.8 seconds for the Green Lotus, 1.63, almost half of the Green Lotus time for the Red Lotus. That's looking very good for them. Red Lotus will advance. Now, Majestic Melons and the Floundering Fish in the second heat. Melons and the Fish. Melons have got a medal before. Fish have not, and the Melons will beat the Floundering Fish. Not by as big of a margin as the Red Lotus and the Green Lotus, but once again, I think the Melons had a bit more accurate of a jump compared to the Floundering Fish, and so the Floundering Fish could not catch up. 2.46 compared to just 1.73. The Majestic Melons will move on and face the Red Lotus in the next round. The Deep Divers and the Sinister Sprinters in the third heat. The Deep Divers were sitting in second a few events ago, but lost it with a very poor gauntlet run. Sinister Sprinters look closer to the event horizon, and the Sinister Sprinters will be able to beat the Deep Divers here. An upset victory here for the Sinister Sprinters. And they've had some good results in the past. Already 2 medals in this season. Decent in the gauntlet as well. And they will beat the Deep Divers here. Deep Divers, it's been a rough couple of events so far. The Sinister Sprinters will move on to the quarterfinals. Now, to round out the first half of the heats, Yellow Lotus and the Olive Orbs. Yellow Lotus and Olive Orbs, these two have been inconsistent in the mid-pack. Oh, it's going to be very close. Yellow Lotus looked closer to the hole, but the Olive Orbs had more speed, so the Olive Orbs were able to catch up. Who's going to get advancement here? It's very close. It's about who goes in the hole first, and by 1/100th of a second, they're giving it to the Olive Orbs over the Yellow Lotus, but that was too close to call. Olive Orbs just barely are going to move on. Now, Poison Ivy and the Slime Balls. The Poison Ivy are hosts, sitting in fourth in the championship. We'll see what they can do against Slime Balls, who are in dead last. Slime Balls look faster in the funnel in the near side, and the Slime Balls will beat the Poison Ivy, and the fans are not going to be very happy about that. You can see both of them, hard impacts on the funnels. Slime Balls were able to pick themselves up and go quickly to the event horizon. The Slime Balls will handily beat the Poison Ivy, 2.72, 3.32 is the Slime Balls. They're going to get some much needed points here in this event. Now, the Venomous Vipers and the Valley Dashers. These two have clashed before last season. We'll see what they can do here. Venomous Vipers with Valley Dashers are very quick, but they overshoot the funnels. I think rotating too much in that funnel, going more than they needed to. The Venomous Vipers just taking their time, making sure they kept control, didn't go more than they need to, and the Venomous Vipers will be moving on ahead of the Valley Dashers. Valley Dashers were so much quicker, but needed to keep control in the bottom funnel. Sub 2 seconds for the Venomous Vipers. That's pretty good from them. Aquamarines and Team Atlantic now in the 7th heat. Aquamarines sitting in second in the championship. With Red Lotus moving on, the Aquamarines, pressure is on for them to move on. Atlantic's faster, but Aquamarines will be able to get there faster than Team Atlantic. It was pretty close between these two teams, I'd have to say. See, Atlantic. Ooh, I think Atlantic also overshot it. We saw that with the Valley Dashers, and Atlantic lost advancement there to the Aquamarines, but 3-second times for both of them. The Aquamarines a bit lucky to be moving on here. Now in the final heat, before we move on to the quarterfinals, Golden Cheeses and the Shadow Riders. Both the Aquamarines and the Red Lotus are moving on, so the Golden Cheeses sitting in third in the championship are going to hope to move on, and yes, they will. Golden Cheeses pretty comfortably are going to move on. Shadow Riders had some trouble descending down the hole after they reached it. It's not going to do good for their time. The Golden Cheeses are going to move on. Our whole top 3 of the standings coming to this event are moving on to the quarterfinals. Golden Cheeses 1.62. That is, I think, the best time I've seen so far. From 9th through 16th, Floundering Fish had the best time among the teams that didn't advance. Green Lotus, ooh, another very rough event for them, this time dead last. Team Atlantic, also another poor event for them. Now, Red Lotus and the Majestic Melons. Can the Majestic Melons pull off an upset victory here, or will the Red Lotus get another top 4 finish? Majestic Melons are closer to the event horizon, and once again the Majestic Melons have knocked out the Red Lotus. The championship leaders is knocked out. This opens the door for some of the other teams like the Aquamarines and the Golden Cheeses to make a comeback here. Majestic Melons, 2.66 seconds for them, handily beat the Red Lotus. 3.2 seconds, that's not a great time, especially compared to their sub 2 second heat time. Now, Sinister Sprinters and the Olive Orbs. These two teams were together in Season 2, haven't qualified for the last season. They're back in Season 4. Sinister Sprinters, both very quick in the funnels, but Sinister Sprinters were closer to the event horizon. The Sinister Sprinters are going to be moving on. That was very fast from them. Olive Orbs taking their time even after the Sinister Sprinters had finished. So Ghoul of the Sinister Sprinters, 1.61 seconds, that by 1/100th of a second beats the Golden Cheese's best time. The Olive Orbs, 3.29. It's not very good. Now, Slime Balls and the Venomous Vipers. Venomous Vipers have had pretty good results before. Slime Balls, though, they need a good result here. Slime Balls, will they be able to get it? No, Venomous Vipers just barely in the near side. They will get ahead of the Slime Balls, but that was a pretty close match between these two. The Slime Balls knocking over and rocking their funnel. You can see it moving. And the Slime Balls just didn't have the speed. Both of them, I think, were pretty similar on the accuracy, just Slime Balls needed a bit more speed to match the Venomous Vipers. Now, Aquamarines and the Golden Cheeses in the final quarterfinals, 2nd and 3rd in the championship. One of them will be knocked out here, but the other one will have a good chance of good points. And Golden Cheeses in the near side, they will be closer to the event horizon. I think they had a much more accurate launch and were faster, so the Golden Cheeses pretty comfortably are going to be beating the Aquamarines. So the Golden Cheeses, 2.25 seconds for them. They have a chance at a medal here. Aquamarines are knocked out, but at 2.79 time, that's good enough for 5th place. The Slime Balls, Red Lotus, the championship leaders, only get 9 points as the Olive Orbs in 8th. Now, semi-finals. Majestic Melons and the Sinister Sprinters. The winner of this will go straight to the final. Both of these teams have got medals before in the season. Sinister Sprinters faster in the near side, and the Sinister Sprinters are going to the final. Majestic Melons will be knocked out here after beating the Red Lotus. And they lost a bit in the tank. Yeah, that was a pretty slow descent for the Majestic Melons. Over 3 seconds, but sub 3 seconds for the Sinister Sprinters. They're on their way to the final. They'll be facing one of the Venomous Vipers and the Golden Cheeses in the other semi-final. Golden Cheeses would love a ticket to the final and a chance at a top 2 finish here. Venomous Vipers are very accurate for them, and the Venomous Vipers, great launch into the very close to the hole in the far side, and the Venomous Vipers are going to be beating the Golden Cheeses here. They're on their way to the final, while the Golden Cheeses will have to settle for bronze at best. So now, before we go to the final, Golden Cheeses, their chances of a medal hasn't gone away yet. They'll be facing the Majestic Melons in the 3rd place match. Honeydew and Parmesan. These two teams, Majestic Melons, looking to get their 2nd medal as well. We'll see what they can do. Golden Cheese is much faster than the Majestic Melons, and the Golden Cheeses will get the bronze in funnel jumping. Majestic Melons, ooh, they had a decent launch, but they lost all their speed in the funnel. You can see how much faster the Golden Cheeses are in the funnel compared to the Majestic Melons. The Majestic Melons will get 4th place. Golden Cheeses, though, will stand on the lower step of the podium. 2.5 seconds, 4.23. That's a pretty slow time for the Majestic Melons. But now, for the final, Ghoul and Cobra from the Sinister Sprinters and the Venomous Vipers. Neither of these teams have gotten a goal this season. One of them will, though. Sinister Sprinters, better launch for them, and the Venomous Vipers cannot catch up. The Sinister Sprinters will win the funnel jumping. Sinister Sprinters They both had a decent launch, but weren't very fast in the funnel. The Venomous Vipers had more ground to make up, and they couldn't do it. So the Cincher Sprinters managed to get the win. That was a pretty close final, though. The Sinister Sprinters will get the full 25 points. Venomous Vipers, another medal for them. That's their third of the season. And the Golden Cheeses, another medal for them. They will get third. So after the first half of the Team Quadrilla Marble League in Season 4, the Red Lotus 116 points, then it's 19 points down to the Aquamarine in second place, Golden Cheeses holding strong in third place, Venomous Vipers jump to fourth, and Sinister Sprinters jump to fifth. As the Deep Divers, Poison Ivy are hosts in seventh, and Majestic Melons to round out the top half. The Coaches Championship after the first half is done as well of just the individual event. Red Lotus have a lead here as well, but it's only by 2 points over the Aquamarines, and the Venomous Vipers, Sinister Sprinters once again making moves in this championship as the Deep Divers and the Golden Cheeses. The next event will be funnel jumping once again for the B division, and after that, the sprint.